What if I told you that we've mapped the surface of the moon better than the bottom of our own oceans? It sounds impossible, but it's true. Right now, there are places on Earth that no human has ever seen. No cameras, no footprints, no sunlight, just endless darkness. Imagine falling into an abyss so deep that the pressure would crush you before you could even scream. A place where strange creatures create their own light, where monsters once thought to be myths actually exist, and where every expedition uncovers animals that seem like they belong on another planet. The most terrifying part? This isn't science fiction. This is happening, right now, on our own planet. When people think about the greatest mystery in the universe, they usually look up at the stars. But maybe we've been looking in the wrong direction all along, because beneath the waves lies a world so alien that scientists compare it to exploring another planet. Our oceans cover more than 70% of Earth's surface, yet humanity has explored only a tiny fraction of what lies beneath. Every year, research teams discover hundreds of new marine species, creatures no human has ever documented before. Think about that for a second. In 2026, there are still animals on Earth that we've never seen. That means the next incredible discovery could happen tomorrow. Now imagine you're inside a deep-sea submarine. The surface disappears above you. The sunlight slowly fades until blue turns into black. The temperature drops. The silence becomes overwhelming. Then, complete darkness. Not the darkness of night. A darkness so absolute that if your lights failed, you wouldn't even be able to see your own hand. Out there, you're completely alone. Or, at least, that's what you'd hope. Because just a few miles below lies the deepest place on Earth. A place where the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than what you're feeling right now. A place so extreme that surviving there should be impossible. And yet, something is living there. Welcome to the Mariana Trench. Let's dive deeper. Welcome to the Mariana Trench, the deepest known place in Earth's oceans. Its lowest point, Challenger Deep, reaches nearly 11 kilometers below the surface. To put that into perspective, if you dropped Mount Everest into the trench, this peak would still remain more than 2 kilometers underwater. Down here, the pressure exceeds 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level. It's like having 50 jumbo jets pressing down on your body all at once. A human wouldn't survive even a fraction of a second. For decades, this place was completely out of reach. Only a handful of people have ever reached Challenger Deep. Every dive is incredibly dangerous, costing millions of dollars, and requiring some of the strongest submersibles ever built. As the submarine descends, everything changes. No sunlight, no sound except the creaking of metal under unimaginable pressure. Every tiny noise makes you wonder, is the vessel holding together? Or is this the moment it fails? It's one of the most isolated places a human can possibly visit. If something goes wrong, help is days away. But here's the twist. Scientists expected this place to be almost lifeless. Instead, they found the exact opposite. Tiny amphipods crawling across the seafloor. Strange sea cucumbers drifting through the darkness. Single-celled organisms surviving under pressures that would instantly destroy most forms of life. These creatures don't rely on sunlight. They've evolved in a world of freezing temperatures, crushing pressure, and eternal darkness. Is proof that life is far more resilient than we ever imagined. If life can survive here, where else in the universe could it exist? But then, scientists discovered something they never expected. Not a giant sea monster. Not an ancient civilization. Something far more disturbing. Even at the deepest point on Earth, thousands of meters below the waves, they found human pollution, plastic fibers, chemical contaminants. Even forever chemicals known as PFAS have been detected in deep ocean environments. There is no place on this planet that humanity hasn't touched. And the deeper scientists explored, the stranger the ocean became. Because next, they encountered creatures so bizarre, they looked like they had escaped from an alien nightmare. If someone showed you these creatures, without telling you where they came from, you'd probably say they were from another planet. But they're not. They're living right here on Earth, in a place where there's no sunlight, almost no food, and enough pressure to crush steel. Over millions of years, evolution created animals so strange, they completely changed the way scientists think about life. And some of them look like nightmares. Take the anglerfish, for example. Its razor-sharp teeth are too large to fit inside its mouth. A glowing lure hangs above its head, produced by bioluminescent bacteria. In total darkness, that tiny light becomes a deadly trap. Small fish swim toward it, thinking they've found safety. But in a split second, they become dinner. Down here, light doesn't mean hope. Sometimes, it's the last thing you'll ever see. Then there's the goblin shark, often called a living fossil. Its ancestors were swimming the oceans long before dinosaurs ruled the earth. But its most terrifying feature is its jaw. When prey gets close, its entire jaw launches forward in milliseconds, grabbing its victim before it can react. And if that wasn't disturbing enough, meet the vampire squid. Despite its name, it doesn't drink blood. Instead, it survives by collecting tiny particles of dead organic matter drifting through the water. Its glowing blue eyes, webbed arms, and ghost-like appearance make it one of the strangest animals ever discovered. In the deep ocean, darkness is everywhere. So many creatures learned to create their own light. This phenomenon is called bioluminescence. Some use it to hunt. Others use it to hide. Some flash bright lights to confuse predators, while others communicate using glowing patterns that scientists are still trying to understand. Imagine an ocean where thousands of invisible creatures suddenly light up at once, like stars appearing beneath the sea. Beautiful, but also deeply unsettling. Just when scientists thought they'd seen the strangest things the ocean had to offer, the ocean answered back. Not with a creature, but with a sound. A sound so powerful that it was detected nearly 5,000 kilometers away. It became known simply as the Bloop, and for years, no one knew what had made it. In 1997, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, scientists from NOAA recorded a sound unlike anything they had ever heard. It was incredibly loud. So loud that underwater sensors nearly 5,000 kilometers apart detected it. The mysterious signal lasted for about a minute, and its source was completely unknown. The media gave it a simple name, the Bloop. Almost immediately, theories exploded across the internet. Some believed it was a giant, undiscovered sea monster. Others claimed it came from an ancient civilization, or something hiding in the deepest parts of the ocean. For years, no one had an answer, but science eventually solved the mystery. After years of research, experts concluded that the Bloop was most likely caused by a massive iceberg cracking and breaking apart in Antarctica. No sea monster, no hidden civilization, just the incredible power of nature. And yet, the story teaches us something important. When we don't understand something, our imagination fills in the blanks. Sometimes, the truth is less dramatic, but sometimes, it's even more fascinating. Despite everything we've learned, the ocean is still full of unanswered questions. Scientists continue discovering new species almost every year. There are underwater mountains taller than anything on land, volcanoes erupting in complete darkness, hydrothermal vents supporting entire ecosystems without sunlight, and vast regions of the seafloor that remain largely unexplored in high detail. Every expedition reveals something new, which means the next great discovery could already be waiting beneath the waves. The biggest mystery on Earth was never hiding in outer space. It was beneath us all along. The ocean doesn't just hold life. It holds stories, creatures, and secrets that we're only beginning to understand. So the next time you stand on a beach, remember this: everything you can see is only the surface, because the darkest secrets of our planet are still hidden deep below the waves. If you enjoyed uncovering the ocean's darkest secrets, subscribe to ToonTheory, because our next journey goes even deeper into the mysteries of our universe.